Hey, good morning, everyone. That button. There it is. I have to do some. Yep, I have to do some reframing. How's everybody doing? I think I'm gonna have to turn my mic up. Yeah. How's that? It's good enough. How's y'all doozin'? This is gonna take a little back and forth here. You can see my washer and dryer. That's exciting. There we go. I think it's a little uneven, but whatever. Time to get swole? Sorta. Ring Fit is not really a game for getting swole. It's a game for getting fit. Which, that's an improvement too. Hold on, if I'm gonna be standing here, it should be a little bit more like this. I was hoping to notch. I gotta keep the viewpoint of my house locked off. So when I get that 1 million subscribers on YouTube, I can do a house tour. What better way? Like, sometimes I'm amazed at the flow of people where they make money off of people's viewing. They use that money to buy a giant house, and then they use that house to generate more views, which generates more money. It's like a weird double dip on people's attention. Oh, Deathman, thank you. Yeah, again, I can only recognize Stephanie's absolute skill in decoration. She truly does have a great eye for it. I know that can be like a little gender normative or stereotypical, but good lord, it's true. When I met her, I was just moving through the phase of my life where I was starting to identify artwork that I liked and put it in frames, and was just starting to figure out matching frames and color layouts. She was already way ahead of me, so. I think those giant OLED panels, yeah. So I can just be working out in a half circle in the middle of a idyllic meadow somewhere. Bird and Ghosts, any way to get a code so you get credit for me buying stuff? Brian, I appreciate that, but nah, I don't think I really traffic in that game right now. I kind of don't want to do that, because I kind of want to maintain some amount of impartiality when it comes to gaming. I feel like if you have a code for people to buy games, you can't really talk about them equally if you stand to gain money from the sale of particular games over other ones. Going for a world record? Of course. There's gonna be nothing but world records today. Oh, almost got 5 hours in. Alright. I have burned not even 1 pound of fat playing this game. So, in 5 hours of Ring Fit, I have not burned 1 pound's worth of calories. So think about that. Really, these are the moments where it's like, shit, diet is so much more important than exercise when it comes to maintaining body weight. Or not putting on body fat. What's up, Night Sentinel? There's been a little bit in there. Hey, thanks, game. I do appreciate that the game will, in addition to trying to message you to be consistent, it'll also be hey, if you're going too hard, you're gonna burn out. So the goal is consistency. Now, obviously, calorie counts are going to be
keep your posture straight.
Estimated,
3,
so who knows,
2,
but
1, go. Alternate.
You think this could be a viable workout if you pair it with a good diet? Well, yeah, I mean, any amount of activity is better than none. There's nothing that's a perfect solution for everyone all the time.
All right.
But I do think for people that aren't very active,
next is the heel lifting stretch.
or maybe have trouble being active due to circumstances, it's a great surrogate for
focus on
maybe playing sports on the weekend or going for hikes or something like that.
Last time.
It's not it's not insanity, it's not beach body, it's not trying to be.
Next is the back straightening stretch.
This is the one I could use.
Take a big step forward and drop your hips.
I don't know if you guys can hear those.
Don't let your knees
knee
move
crackles.
Too far forward. Make sure your toes are pointed
hey, Razor
straight
Waves,
ahead of
thank
you.
Yeah.
Let's do one more of each.
A lot of conversations on stream because that's what streams are for.
Yes.
Talking.
Just like that. Finally, spread your feet.
But I'm glad you decided to make it to the stream.
Raise the ring con above your head and lean to the side. Be sure to keep your lower back straight.
Okay, yeah, that's the thing I actually have to really focus on.
As you exhale,
Is back and hip
begin
positioning while I do this stuff.
Let's do one more of each. Great job.
I, like a lot of people, have a tendency to cock the hips back and then do this. Good old tip. Gonna work out right now too. Hell yeah! 6 on. I hope you're feeling better. Alright, it's ab day. Still gotta make that apple smoothie though. Is there a way for you to see the current quest you have? Sipping on some Blue Rocket Pop Hydration Formula G Fuel? Hell yeah! So that, yes, you have funneled money directly to me. Ooh. Dang it. What? So, I feel like my Joy-Con has been late. Well, we'll just say that was a glitch. But I've had issues before my Joy-Con just turn off and then turn back on and resync. I don't know what that's going on. Maybe the batteries in the Joy-Con are going out. God, I guess it maybe is about hitting the fail point for a lot of this hardware. Oh boy, it's gonna be an ab day. All right. Oh wait, I need to make a another ingredient doubling smoothie. Yeah, this is the good stuff right here. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Governator.
I'm all ready.
I got a ways to go. I want to say I have about 30 pounds of body fat to lose here.
Squeeze.
So I'm on a pretty restrictive diet. I think the thing is I've never seen myself and I've never been at the proper weight. So I think just like the way I look, people associate that with me being like 20 pounds overweight. So it'll be really interesting to lose that and see what I actually look like under all this. Because yeah, I mean, I don't have. There's some lumps here. There's a roll here, but frankly, like there's a whole layer on top of everything here still. So I am more than anything really excited to see that. Yeah, Brian, I've been really wrestling with my diet lately. Again, I'm down to about 1,500 calories a day, maybe more like 1,700, depending on the day and like the amount of vegetables I pack in my face. But oh, you just had to sit into to get the drift fixed. I'm becoming a pretty crack ace at fixing Joy-Con drift. If I do say so myself.
You got it. Keep pushing me into your stomach.
I will. This is a fun level to start with. Just a lot of ab business. Why not? You can crunch your abs so hard you smash a rock. Feels good, man.
Score!
I feel like sticking to my diet will be a lot easier when I live alone. Yeah, I've found that like it's a weird trade-off. The more static your surroundings are, the easier it is to not make any other option or like not make any other choices because they're just not there. So yeah, hanging out with friends, hanging out with a partner, eating as a communal event, like these are all things that kind of make it very hard to be really razor precise with your diet. How does this work your abs? Well, it's kind of up to you. The idea is you're supposed to rock your hips forward and tense your abs while you press into your stomach. So basically you use the tension of this to push back with your muscles. You don't have to. You could just squeeze it against your stomach and go limp. It would be really uncomfortable. And also you'd be shortchanging yourself. So, as usual, a portion of this game is the honor system. You know, like a lot of Wii games and like Ring or Dance Central and stuff like that. You could just do the bare minimum and try to get the highest score, but you know, why are you playing at that point? Sweezinator, this is a activity and fitness game. Living alone makes it harder to shop, at least for me. I can never go through the produce fast enough. Oh yeah, that's a good point. Living alone is weird for grocery shopping because things that are, what's the word? Things that go bad. It's hard to get those in single person sizes. You can get like a half gallon of milk. They make bachelor loaves now, which is good. But yeah, it's like in a given week you might need like 10 pieces of fruit total. Perishables, thank you. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm going for. Oh yeah, there's a Joy-Con strapped to my leg, and then there's a Joy-Con in the ring. That's how it can detect you running, and now it can detect, why not just walk around the boulders? Exactly best. I lose weight living by myself because I just buy less because I hate wasting food. Dude, me too. That's more of an environmentalism thing for me. America's food waste is a pretty big problem. I'm not a big fan of it. How do Joy-Cons handle sweat? Well, you don't really sweat in them. Here, I will say, speaking for myself poorly, the little contacts on the inside can get corroded because they actually absolutely did do that for me. Which was not a fun problem to deal with, I'll tell you. I had to replace the parts basically, but here they don't come into contact with sweat really. The thigh holster and the ring thing do a really good job of basically obscuring the connectors. Also, recall that Joy-Con have that little condom that can strap on the top that adds more height to it and additional buttons for the shoulders. That would also, if you're just working out with the Joy-Con in general, protect the contacts from getting any kind of liquid on them. Ah! No!
When you want to vacuum something up, just pull on me from both sides.
This game make me buff. No. It might make you lean, and it might give you a little muscle mass, but you have to try hard to get buff. You gotta do it on purpose. I've tried the fitness boxing game. There are many. Which one are you referring to? Hey, Mr. Chubb. Good to see you. I'm gonna say this too. I am delighted at how generally supportive, constructive, and inquisitive a lot of the Twitch audience has been. Or maybe that's just you guys because you're awesome. You check your heart rate at all when playing. The game can check it for you, yes. And it will in just a second here. It uses the IR sensor to read your pulse through your thumb, which is pretty fucking cool. And anecdotally, it seems accurate. I can tell when my heart's going crazy, and it pretty efficiently will read that.
With a victory pose.
You get to do
Your squat power, but don't overextend.
the Tron victory pose at the end of every level. That's really why the game's good. So yeah.
Lightly cover the IR motion camera.
There's a game called Fitness
Add
Boxing
your
for
right
Switch.
thumb as shown.
Oh, okay. No, I haven't tried that.
Measuring. Please do not move your thumb.
Yeah, 40 cal. That's like one fruit. Level up though. Yeah, it's got stats, it's got gear, it's got crafting, it's got quests. It's all pretty light. Like, it's a pretty light video game layer, but I love that it's there. That kind of stuff was not as present in, like, Wii Fit or even EA Active.
Ah. Oh. Wow.
Oh, okay. Again, I need that hot apple smoothie.
Ah. Yes. Eh?
Oh! Oh! He's so beautiful.
Wow.
Sparkling.
Eh. Yeah.
We should collectively, as a society, decide to refer to exercise as uneating. Yeah. I mean, I think that would go a long way to sort of making people more cognizant about what they're putting in their body and the cost. And also just like I don't know, man. In America, food is so effervescent and disposable. And there's no respect, really, for like the amount of calories in a normal piece of food and how you don't need that much to be a functioning and healthy human being. It's more just like buffet style. Throw it on your plate, just eat as much as you want because it's all trash food, which also means you don't care about it and don't respect it because you paid $10 to eat as much of it as you possibly could. And then it just all gets thrown out. So you don't really, that doesn't breed a respect for like food prep, nutrition, food as a resource because it's so abundant and low quality. It's kind of a bummer, and I think it's something that really wove its way into American culture. What calorie tracking app do you use? Broke daddies. I typically use MyFitnessPal, although lately I've been using the Nutrisystem app because I've been on their meal program. Found that I only needed to eat about 20% of what I was eating at breakfast and lunch. Yeah, that's usually correct. It depends. It depends what 20% you're choosing. Like out of the 100% of calories, if you choose the most nutritious 20%, you're probably fine. That was absolutely the case for me because I was overeating for a long time. Okay, this is going to be an interesting. It's going to be a really interesting exercise set. Oh boy. Okay. I'm going to be all over the place this time. A lot of these exercises are on the floor. It's a pretty short stage, though. Learn to love cottage cheese. Yeah, for me, it's very lightly flavored Greek yogurt has been my like staple because it's extremely filling. It's edible, borderline delicious. And yeah, after one serving, which is like 3/4 or 2/3 of a cup, which is a lot. That's a lot of yogurt to just sit and get through. You're pretty much not hungry by the end of it. I imagine it's the same with cottage cheese. Cottage cheese is a pretty classic diet food. Actually a good one, unlike something like rice cakes, which is really not a good diet food. I guess it's good if you just need something crunchy, something that's like a little similar to junk food. Matt Razzo, thanks for gifting a sub. Also Black Otter Team, thank you for the sub. F1 Report, thank you for the prime. And Drastic, thanks for the prime. Matt, you also subbed 18 minutes ago. I'm sorry I missed all this. Thank you. You struggle with eating enough? Yeah. I absolutely recognize that people struggle with to gain weight sometimes. I have a friend like that. JW No. Thank you for the prime sub. The most I can do in that circumstance is at least say that I don't resent you. And I know that often sometimes people can be resentful of those that just incidentally don't have the problems they do. Oh! Hold on a second, guys.
Okay, let's move.
Stop it. I haven't started yet. I need to move that so I can see the screen.
Great for working your leg muscles.
Supposed to be.
Nice.
Oh wait, no, you can have your hands behind your, like at your hips. Okay. Hold on.
Okay. Amazing. Good job. Excellent. Excellent. Neat. Fantastic. Fantastic. Yes. Yes. Great.
Ah, Christ. Yeah. I am still on a pretty heavy calorie deficit, so I'm going to be taking breaks. This is just to get some like bonus calorie burn in, and sort of keep my cardio and general muscle tone at a place while I'm dieting. So I will not be annihilating these workouts with maximum intensity. Vixie, I'm on the top difficulty, which I understand is like, based on what I just said, is incongruent. But this is my gamer pride. So yeah, they make you do ass loads of reps. It feels to me like the same amount of damage in a given set that's just divided across more reps on harder difficulties. That said, I've only ever played on the hardest difficulty, so.
Yes! Yes! Sharp! Nice! Wonderful! Okay! Awesome! Well done!
Gets easier when the reps go faster. Okay. It's also very hot. Oh boy, it's hot. I need to open my window. I thought it was still in the cool of the morning, but I'm starting to sweat. Yeah. Pixel, the attack is a big old beer gut that hardens into super sweet abs. There's so many cool touches in this game. Typically all the attacks are like a flabby muscle, like getting jacked and then punching somebody. It's really motivating, actually. How long have you been playing this game? Like several weeks? This is my 18th day. But I haven't been doing it straight. I played it a lot when it came out. Took a break to focus on weightlifting. And now I'm back because I'm more dieting.
All right! Okay! Amazing! Yes! Yes! Great! Okay! Perfect!
Oh. Hey Jax, you just finished? What world are you on? It's nice how the game doesn't harass you to continue to take a break. Yeah. It's very good about letting you work at whatever pace you're comfortable with, for sure. I very much appreciate that. Hey Lango. Okay.
Increase your pace!
Ah!
Fine work! Okay! All right! Fine work! Good job!
God damn it.
10 more!
Alright, so when I move my legs up and down, I can feel one ball poke down through my thighs and back up, and it feels really weird. I don't know how to prevent that from happening. You know what astroturfing is? Yeah, it's when people flood a community with a bunch of false sentiment to create the illusion of popular support. It's been happening a lot.
Okay.
Come on.
I'm sure it happens in nutrition, but I'm not familiar with it in those circles.
Fantastic. You got it.
I imagine in nutrition,
5 more.
it would be like
Great.
a company that sells a particular fitness product or a food product, hiring a PR agency to drum up a bunch of fake posts
No need to rush, though.
in support of their product or thing or whatever with fake information.
Keep squeezing.
Oh, more supportive underwear? Yeah. Oh, it's a play on grassroots? Yeah. It's fake grassroots. For sure.
Like the skill and attack.
Okay. Overhead bend I'm excited to try because I've been working on my form here. Has Switch been been a good accountability mechanism? Nah, it's just for fun. Giggle. Also, just Twitch being what it is. Uptime is kind of the most important thing, so. Yeah, sorry. It is in my career interest to be online as much as possible. Slenders, thanks for gifting out 2 subs. IHOP, thank you for gifting out a sub. Thank you guys. See, look at that.
Overhead bend.
Again, it's the American dream. To work out and get paid for it.
Okay, let's move. Lower the ring con as you move.
Okay. Come on, do I have to go lower? I guess I do. Grassroots is like a variety of support from people? Yeah. Grassroots is the opposite. Grassroots is actual human beings posting en masse support of a movement that doesn't have any awareness outside of that. It's the thing that every company wants. People want the groundswell of support, the runaway success. So astroturfing is kind of the fake and manufactured version of that.
Good job. Keep it up. Neat. Excellent. Okay.
Anyway, there. We just did half your homework for you. I was amused at like I was always amused like doing Q&A videos and stuff, Funhouse, the people who it's like they would send in questions where it's like you're just trying to get us to do your homework. It's pretty obvious sometimes. Oh, it's in stock on Amazon? Nice. It helps. What? Having someone else do your homework for you? Yeah. I imagine it does help. Yes. That's the whole point.
Well done. Excellent.
Sorry, I'm just teasing.
Fantastic. All right.
Car's traveling 60 miles an hour. How far will it travel in 40 minutes? Oh, you can't stop out like that in Best Toast. Mix it up a little bit. That's an easy one. Oh, thank you, Future Carson. Yeah, I'm excited to. It's weird because I've been weightlifting and working on like muscle mass for a while, but it's been covered by body fat this whole time. Which is not to say that I look like fucking Henry Cavill under here. Although I might look like Henry Cavill under here. It's more that, like, I think I just have... I put some effort into gaining muscle that I've never been able to see. I mean, I can see it in my arms, I can see it in my legs. Like, because those are the places that are not as covered in fat as my entire midsection. It's really exciting to see what my body actually looks like. Like, I've never really seen my rib cage, aside from the broken bone that pokes out a little bit. Just done with Ring Fit this afternoon. Did you try the rhythm games? Yes. Briefly, I usually do one at the end of the workout just to kind of start poking through them.
Great! Keep it up. Neat.
This is a question they gave me during a test at a job interview yesterday. The 60 mile an hour car one? Really? You know what I hate? There's something I've run into a couple times where somebody asks you a riddle during a job interview. And like, but they know the answer. And it's not like they solved the riddle either. And more than once during a job interview, somebody asked me a riddle and I gave them an answer and they were like smug and they're like, no, here's the answer. And then I was like, wait, no, that's incorrect. I remember there was one about why do they make manhole covers round? It was like, circle's the only shape that won't fall in. I was like, that's not true at all. If you pick a square up, turn it on its side, and like drop it in on the diagonal, it'll totally fall in. And I even had to like draw it out on a piece of paper and show it to the hiring manager. And the dude just, I mean, I got the job, but the dude just didn't want to handle like not feeling superior and smart about a fucking stupid riddle in a job interview. Yeah, I think about that often. So now whenever, if anyone ever hits me with a riddle in a job interview, I feel like it's just, I feel like the explanation is that it's a test to see how you do or how you react to an intellectual challenge, but honestly, I think it's just job interviewers love it being in a position of like obvious authority sometimes. You tried swimming? Yeah, I have, but I do not have a pool, and we are in quarantine.
Okay.
So, you know.
Very nice.
But I agree, swimming is a pretty exhausting form of exercise.
Great.
So is rock climbing.
Nice. Yes. Yes.
Just wear a mask underwater? Shit, that's easy. I've been walking every day. Should I step up the regimen? I don't want to go to the gym. Don't have anything at home. I can't tell you that, kid. Your name is Kid Icarus, by the way, so I wasn't trying to be condescending. I was just shorting it. Really, you're the only person who knows what your fitness needs are. Walking's better than nothing. Favorite interview question is along the lines of what was your favorite failure? Would you learn from that? Yeah. I imagine that's one of those, like, it's more the way people answer than what they actually say.
Fine work. Amazing. Good job. Perfect. Great. Amazing. Okay. Let's keep going.
Okay. I need you to be my inspirational personal trainer. Tell me how much of a piece of crap I am while I do 20 push-ups. That's actually, it's not what personal trainers do. It's weird. Some people react well to that, of being negatively reinforced dudes typically. Enjoy having their egos attacked.
Fantastic.
Fast now.
Excellent. Nice. You got it. Excellent. 10 more. Great. Well done. Neat. Good. Keep it up. 5 more. Well All right. 3. Come on. Good job. 1 left. Right on. Perfect.
So close.
And guard. Feel it in your stomach when you breathe out. Keep going.
I have trouble with motivation with exercise. I was in the backseat of a 6-car pileup and was remarkably unharmed, aside from the lingering back issue where all the cars hit it. Minor. Address that. You're operating up here, where you're like, oh, I'll just keep running and stuff like that. But until you fix that back issue, or at least find a way to work around it, you're gonna keep hitting that cycle. You know? That's something that took me a little while to figure out, is that you can't will yourself out of a cycle. I would very much suggest going to a personal trainer and having them investigate and diagnose your issue. It's possible that you have an injury that you never actually recover from. And I can only say this because I was exactly in your position, where I had an injury I never really recovered from. My body learned to work around it, and I didn't know that. But your body will selectively deactivate muscles if they're injured, and then they lock up. They stay injured and aggravated, and then you'll feel better because that one muscle's just basically been locked away until you have to use it again, and then all the muscles around it do extra work. They get injured, they lock up, and then it just spreads. So I would, based on what you described, I'd very much recommend going to see a personal trainer, or at least talking to your doctor. That's something worth. That's very much worth working through. Same way with my shoulders. You guys, man. So this is something that I'm pretty passionate about because I'm entering an age where those injuries stack up, and you have to actively work on recovering them. You know, it doesn't make sense because you get a cut and you're like, oh, the cut heals itself. I just have to not re-injure it and it'll heal itself. Muscles aren't like that. If they get hurt, they will lock up and they'll stay locked up. And you can use I use a racquetball to mash out the knots in my back, but it actually helps blood flow circulate through if you do that. There's a point to that. There's a point to massage, and it's more than just feeling good. Actually, massages, if you need a massage, it'll feel terrible because somebody is literally tenderizing muscle that has locked up, and it hurts as much as it sounds like it should. I think that's, well, no. There's been a few incidents in my life that are more painful than that, but it's necessary, man. It is necessary. You know, or you can try to keep powering through it. But it's, tennis balls. Tennis balls were not resistive enough for me. I would just smush them. I had to use a racket ball.
Nice work.
I have a physiotherapist kick the shit out of me every couple months. I have a regime I'm working through. Okay, got it, Minor. You're already there then. I'm sorry to lecture you then. It sounds like you're on the path. But yeah, it is. It's frustrating to me to see, I don't know, as passionate as I am about fitness and diet and health and active maintenance of health. I feel like there also needs to be a lot of awareness of how injury and mental health can prevent somebody from achieving their fitness goals, you know? Not everyone in America is hopelessly addicted to hamburgers. Some of them have crippling back pain that they can't get addressed because we have garbage medical care here. So, you know, shit's complicated. Some of the time, most of the time. We consider doing a My Summer Car stream. Maybe. I don't want to seem like I'm just swimming in Bruce's wake. I mean, I was the one who started playing it at Funhouse, so those are my summer car streams, I guess. Anytime I feel unnatural pain, I make sure to stretch that area as much as possible. Can't let it sit like a sore muscle. Yeah, stretching helps. Sometimes stretching's not enough, though. like my washing machines? Thank you. Stephanie picked them out. So I'll admit, there are some exercises that aren't that intense. You might be looking at one. But I feel like basic movement like this is a good time to sort of... I use this as an experiment to see, like... to basically, while I'm doing this motion, reach out with my brain and sort of actively talk to all the muscles individually to try to get a better body awareness of what's moving and where.
20 more.
Sometimes stretching is the worst thing to do. It depends how you stretch, I'm sure. I mean, there are only a few instances when stretching is bad for you, and it does help muscles like maintain their elasticity, so they don't lock up, and they don't knot up. They can take shock and like bend rather than break. That's what stretching is really good for. How's the weight loss journey going? Pretty good. I'm down about 12 pounds or so over 3 weeks. Granted, a lot of that in the first week was probably like bloat and just garbage that I had to flush out of my body, but hey, it counts. What's up, Dr. Senior? I've been practicing my wall things. You need a lot of space for this game. Not really, no. You can pretty much, as long as you can lay down on the floor, that's pretty much all the space you need. Okay. These are actually pretty rough.
Wait.
Yeah, they've been getting a little better. Oh, I wanted to ask you about that, actually. I found that when I do the wall stretches, provided I'm doing them correctly, and I've tried to keep as close a look on my form as I can. It's hard to see your own form when doing that sort of stretch without a wall mirror or something, but I mostly feel the stretch in my hamstrings, my calves, which go away if I spread my legs out. But then it's in like shoulder mobility. It's the ability to like, it's like when my back is elongated, my arms want to do that. So like rolling them back, I feel like it's all these muscles like having to like sort of compress in the back and they don't want to. It's feeling like they're all squishing together and they're running out of space back there. But it is sort of making my shoulder joint move to places it's not used to moving to, which feels good. I would have expected more of, I guess, a chest stretch maybe. That was one thing they had me doing a lot when I first started doing physical therapy, was doing the doorway thing and like leaning in to stretch out my pectoral. Because yeah, you know, it's all like this all the time. Okay, Christ. So I hope that that's a good place to feel a stretch. God, these are exhausting. Okay. Twisting like that also helps with muffin tops? Tops? Really? I would assume muffin tops is just body fat. You don't work out a specific area of the body to reduce body fat there specifically. At least that's been my understanding. What's up, King of the Cloud Nines? Thank you for the Prime sub. All right. Oh, J-Bro, that's good to hear. I mean, they motivated me to start being more active, so. You just stretch your hips most of all? Nice. Yeah, let's see here. I mean, yoga. Going to Warrior 1 is a really good hip stretch for me. Or, what is it, hip flexor stretches? Yeah. See, Flay, that was my understanding too. Ooh. Athlean X, an actual physical therapist talks you through it. Ooh. That sounds really useful. Okay. Goddamn planks. Alright, let's do this. That's right. You have to, like, ass in the air and come back down.
Okay, let's go. Don't support too much body weight with your arms and shoulders. Neat. Excellent. All right. Fantastic. Nice. Nice. Well done. Amazing!
It's interesting that the flames last
Yes!
static
Yes!
exercise.
Wonderful! Fantastic! Awesome! Great! Perfect! Great! Sharp! Okay! Amazing! Fine work! 20 more! Excellent! Nicely done! Very nice! Keep it up!
Good.
Okay! Amazing! Yes! Yes!
I got one of them. Okay. Oh shoot, I almost made it to the fast ones. Stop it. Stop. Yeah, shell shock. There's a hip holster for one of the Joy-Con, and then it can detect your leg motion. Yeah. Okay. It's not as bad. It's really not as bad as maybe it seems.
Good job! Challenge yourself. All right! Neat! Very nice! Fantastic! Great! 10 more! Nice! Nice! All right! You got it! Stand up!
That'll do it.
Let's go.
What's up, cup of tea?
You should feel it in your stomach, not your arms.
How does it know? There's a oh, what? There's a Joy-Con here that detects where your legs are. So it knows if you're bending your leg or not. The motion controls can get a little off every so often, but oh yeah. You're doing P90X? I did that for a little bit. Yeah, the diamond push-ups feel really good when you get that tricep strength and the shoulder strength. Whew. I always feel like I do ab guard wrong. As long as you're like, imagine like you're doing a crunch or a sit-up to like tighten your core, and then just push back against the band with that feeling, that ooh feeling. What I do sometimes is I'll change where I have the ring to like flex different parts of my core muscles.
Overhead bend.
All right, let's see. Let's try this again. Are you doing a specific diet for weight loss? I am. I'm on a huge calorie deficit right now. I'm eating 1,500 calories a day, which is probably the lowest I've ever done. But, well, so I should take that back. It's 1,500 plus unlimited green vegetables, prepared in a certain way, so like not fried. But I can do pan saute with just like a little spray oil, a little cooking spray. It's basically no calories, basically. But there are some calories in stuff like asparagus and spinach, you know, because I have to eat it in bulk. But
Stretch both arms above your head. Excellent! Nicely done! Neat! Sharp!
oh Christ, this is gonna take forever. Oh, why did I do this exercise again?
Fine work! Awesome! Fantastic! Well done! Amazing!
Did 1,800 a day and thought that was too low? Yeah. I'm lucky because I'm working from home and I'm streaming all day. So I'm not like walking around an office, I'm not going up and down stairs. I mean the first week was 1,000 calories. Excuse me. And the only reason I got through that was with caffeine and the fact that I was just at home, you know? see. Have you done the rough math of highest daily caloric intake during less healthy times? Anecdotally, yeah. I would say at my worst I was probably eating like 3,500 to 4,000 calories a day. Maybe over that, but yeah. You would your cardio like running or biking? Yeah, I do, as long as I'm listening to music. I can't stand cardio if I'm just by myself, but if I have music to power me along, that helps a lot. And I used to bike. Like, that was my transportation around LA. I would get a maybe 90 minutes to 2 hours of cycling in a day. Yeah, and somehow didn't lose weight. That's how much I love eating. Plus then I was drinking a lot more too, so actually the biking was probably the only thing keeping me from putting on like 30 pounds, so. Yeah, I remember when I moved back to LA in like 2014, I would bike to Machinima, and that'd be like 50 minutes of biking. But then I would get like a real buttery ham and cheese croissant for breakfast, and maybe like a slice of coffee cake and a coffee, so I would easily put down 1,000 calories the second I got into work. So yeah, I would blow all that away pretty fast. I wanted to believe that I was getting enough calorie burn that I could eat whatever I wanted, but it turns out you pretty much have to be an athlete to do that. Like, you have to work out 5 to 6 hours a day.
Good job.
Still not getting 90 degrees there. Hey, does drinking make you gain weight? Oh yeah, future Carson. Not only is alcohol an extremely concentrated calorie source, but it also fucks your metabolism. Alcohol is probably the worst thing for your entire body. Alcohol is worse than like a donut, in terms of how it affects your health and stuff like that. Weed is a better option, yeah. It kind of is. I mean, then you just have to worry about like munchies and shit, but a life hack that I learned is if you prepare your meal ahead of time, like if you have a really healthy dinner, like chicken and broccoli or whatever, and it's ready, and it's maybe just in the fridge and all you have to do is microwave it, then when you're coming down off of a high, you can just have your dinner as usual, and it'll still taste really good because, you know, you're kind of high as shit. But then you don't, eat an entire bag of potato chips or something.
Okay.
That said, man, sometimes nothing beats just losing yourself in the reverie of eating some junk food and watching some junk entertainment.
Okay. Perfect.
Speaking of, I only have one more Twilight movie to watch. Chugging water can stave off that hunger too? Yeah, I've heard that from some people. I've always drank a lot of water though, so I don't know. I feel like that's never been an issue for me, and never really a remedy that's worked.
Great. Great. Fantastic. Very nice. Excellent. Neat.
Thoughts on Ring Fit as entry-level fitness? Oh, it's fantastic for that. It actually accommodates a pretty wide range of physical experience. Dorpo, it absolutely is. Hey, if ladies can be out here dancing on Twitch, I can be out here doing back bends. Future Carson, thanks for the prime. Appreciate you. Reminds me, I gotta pick a date for another 24-hour stream. Maybe next Thursday. Maybe this Thursday. Nah. How should that stuff get messaged? I don't know. I don't have a good delivery vehicle for that information.
Nice. Great. Amazing. Excellent. Nicely done.
Turn around and do it, and we'll see if you get banned. Well, I mean, I did just do planks. Had a good amount of ass. You watching the extended editions? I did Breaking Dawn Part 1, which only added like 7 minutes of stuff, and shockingly, a lot of it was unimportant. I got Stephanie hooked on it, so she watched all the Twilights while I was asleep. So now she can watch them again, so she can call out all the scenes that have been added in the extended cuts.
Fantastic! Wonderful! All right!
Oh, thank God.
That battle was epic.
How was the sex scene? Unfulfilling. I'll say that. Also, like, they don't get to be a couple pretty much at all. Like, they don't get to bone really. They did the one time, then Bella immediately caught a baby, and they went right from being like newlyweds to having baby drama, which is lame. They were supposed to have some kind of period where they sat around and were like really awkward and flirty and tried to figure out how to bone properly. There's no way Bella's good at sex. Come on. She's not good at anything. So yeah, that was a shame. I feel like they missed out on a whole dramatic window where they tried to figure out how to live together and bickered about stupid shit. You read the books? No, just the movies. I don't want to read the books. I don't need that. I don't need that in my life. I'm better than that. No!
I was afraid of this.
Oh, burbs. Oh, do I have to like run fast?
Get out of here.
Fuck you, birds! Eat it. Oh, dang it. Oh, that's right. Oh, that's right. We gotta do multiple squats. Whew. Oh.
You did it.
Damn, he's got abs. All right. Dude's earned his name. I appreciate
That was
that.
a great run. Drop your hips.
Huh.
Victory!
Ooh. You know what? I would. Well, put them next to each other. Ooh. I am way into planking.
Ho! Yo-ho!
Yes.
Oh! This.
Guru Ondamo? Oh, so this is like, yeah, the yoga workouts. Got it. Yeah, Abdonis. Nintendo's been pretty hot on the wordplay and puns. Like, Nintendo of America's localization is actually really, really good and has been for the past, I want to say, 10 years. A lot of the dialogue in Splatoon and Splatoon 2 is just incredible. A lot of the Mario and Luigi games had just amazing localizations. I don't know why I'm saying this. Huh. Maybe I'll get a hip workout.
Let's begin our static stretching.
Planking is the only thing that
The
can make time
ring
slow down.
Be mindful of your body and stretch within
5
the
seconds
range
feel like
of
3
your
minutes.
ability. Spread your feet raise both hands.
Yeah,
and
Beat
hold
Saber is a
your
pretty good
left wrist.
exercise.
While pulling on your wrist, tilt to the right and stretch your side. Return to your original position, switch
I'm actually
hands,
kind of feeling it
and
there
bend
now.
the other way.
It's usually my shoulder mobility that is in the way for this stretch, so.
Tilt directly to the side while taking care not to slouch. Bring yourself back slowly. Join your hands together in front of you. With your palms facing out, stretch out your back.
I don't ever feel a stretch in this. I don't know why I feel like I'm not doing it right.
Bring yourself back
I'm not sure what's
slowly.
supposed to stretch there.
Put your hands on your lower back as if supporting it. Gently tilt your upper body backward, but don't lean back more than is comfortable. Again, stay in a comfortable range of movement. Bring yourself back slowly. Bring your feet together and loosen up. Bend your body forward to stretch your lower back and the backs of your thighs. Hold it like that for a little longer. Bend your knees slightly and raise your body bit by bit from your lower back until you're upright.
Strain your back a
Widen your
little.
stance. Place your hands on your knees.
Too late
and
now.
Drop your hips. Rotate your left shoulder inward and extend your left hip joint.
Yeah, these are the hip stretches somebody in chat may have needed earlier.
Return to facing forward. Now stretch your right hip joint too. Be sure not to let your knees bend inward.
It's good for the
Bring
groins
yourself
too.
back slowly.
Oh, that's a Rock Band controller back there,
And your stretching is complete.
which
Good job.
is kind of borderline an actual kit, I guess. Oh. Think about what you want to do. Are you setting vague goals like I want to be fitter? That's fine. But instead of focusing on the way I want to be, why not instead identify a specific activity you want to do? For example, if your goal is to compete in a 5K, you could focus on exercises to help with your stamina. Having a defined goal can help you choose the appropriate training for it. This is 100% correct. If you're just like, I want to get better, then you're going to invite all these problems all at the same time. Diet and fitness, like it's too much to do all at once. It's really just like, do you want to lose weight? Do you want to gain weight? Do you want to get stronger? Do you want to I feel like it's good to improve one thing at a time and set it in stone. So it's like, if you have to improve your diet, okay, focus on diet. Don't worry about anything else. Focus on diet, get it right. The problem is then your environment changes and then you got to start over, and yeah, it's tough. How much do I weigh right now? Last I checked, I was like 220, 219. I really should be around, I want to say 190. So I think I have about 30 pounds to lose. I wear it well, but there's a lot that could stand to go here. It's just kind of hidden all over my body in pretty tactical places. Okay. All right, well, it's time to get more low impact cardio in. Death Stranding came out on PC. It's all downloaded and ready to go. I'm gonna go hop in the shower real quick, and then I'll be right back out. We'll play some video games where we can sit and do nothing. Good stuff. How tall am I? I'm 5'11", 6'0". Technically I should be 180 by BMI standards, but I'm giving myself an American 10. It's all in the ass. I mean, it kind of is. There's a fair amount of donk back there. Stephanie says that's not allowed to go away, but we'll see. I'm also wearing black, so it, black hides form. So, okay, I'll be back. See you guys soon.